Britain's construction sector is recovering and it's helping to heal the wider UK economy as we build more houses. But what does this mean for the supply side of the construction sector? We've come to this brickworks owned by Michelmersh to find out what they think about the recovery.
In the years after the financial crisis, the British construction sector collapsed. The government's austerity programme slashed spending, which caused public contracts to dry up. And the private sector had its own troubles, so building work wasn't in high demand there either. But things are changing as the economy mends. Construction sector output is surging again, though it remains below its pre-crisis peak. This boom is being driven by more house building as demand is fuelled in the housing market by cheaper mortgages, thanks in part to the government schemes such as Help to Buy. But there's a problem. The supply side of the construction sector, so damaged in recent years, is struggling to keep up. Michelmersh is a British brickmaker and knows all about the recent difficulties of the construction industry. It makes 67 million bricks a year across its 5 sites. Martin Warner is Michelmersh's chief executive, and he thinks there may be trouble ahead.
It's certainly true that a lot of capacity has come out of the industry in the last 5 years or 6 years, as I've just said, because of the difficulties that there have been. Brick production is up, but every brick that's been made is being sold, even in some of the earlier parts of the year, and we've had some pretty bad weather. So I think it will be a challenge, yes, and it's not just bricks, but across the supply side.
And what do you think that means for the construction recovery and then of course the broader UK recovery, because so much of it has been driven by the rising construction output again?
Yeah, I'm sure that the businesses will adjust, but it will take time. Having said all of that, we are recovering from a very low base, and I think suggestions of massive increases in house building are way off the mark. So I'm hoping it will be a gradual recovery which the industry can respond to.
Several leading surveys of the construction industry have reported concern among builders about the supply of materials and labour. When construction output plummeted, surplus brick stocks were whittled down rather than new ones made. Now brick stocks in the UK are very low, and some builders are having to wait 20 weeks for their order, inevitably holding up work. As pipeline orders for new houses build up, this pressure can only get worse. While soaring demand for bricks is a good thing for Michelmersh, the firm does face challenges. One of its biggest concerns is energy, the costs of which have shot up in recent years. Michelmersh uses a lot of energy to manufacture bricks. Though it tries to keep costs down with certain efficiencies, such as using bricks that self-bake in kilns once a relatively small amount of heat is applied, it is still a rising expense.
It's been very difficult the last few years. Having said that, we're seeing some more benign prices going forward in the next couple of years. But bear in mind, if we put investment down, we're looking 10, 15, 25 years ahead. So the immediate future is looking more promising. But it's the impact of green taxes, a level playing field with the rest of Europe and the rest of the world actually will be very important for us when we look at future investment.
Without a healthy supply side, the construction sector will struggle to continue its housing-led recovery. The number of brickfields has dwindled and stocks are very low. This should be a focus for the government if it wants to maintain the pace of the construction sector recovery, especially given the desperate need to build more housing in the UK.